Hello everyone, I'm MVL and welcome to my video game pickups for April 2020. As per usual, gameplay footage included for every game on this list. And first up we have Bomber Raid for the SEGA Master System. This is a shoot-'em-up game. Who has max 6 speed, hella bad weapons, and a love for wasting dweebs in tanks? You do. It's the greatest fighter bomber game ever. So hot it feels like a coin-op. Why? 2 mega power means we cram a lot more game in the cartridge, so you get more action for your money. You can enjoy collecting weapons to build up your firepower and send a missile right up your enemy's tailpipe, then dive in close to an enemy ship and pepper the deck with cluster bombs. The game features killer explosions, incredible graphics, cool sound effects, and hundreds of screens of dogfighting mania as you fight planes, tanks, rocket air missiles, cannons, and a lot more. So enjoy intense shooting action with 2 mega firepower in the gnarliest fighter bomber game ever in Bomber Raid on the SEGA Master System. Next up we have Jungle Strike for the SEGA Mega Drive. This is a shoot-'em-up game and is the sequel to Desert Strike. The desert madman is dead. Now his vicious son plots a nuclear strike against the USA. He's enlisted a powerful ally, a ruthless South American drug lord with an army of high-tech mercenaries, and it's your mission to take them out. Stalk the terrorists from the streets of Washington, D.C. to the deadly jungles, rivers, and snow-covered peaks of South America, and turn night into day with your explosions on a deadly mission to save the world. Mean Machines gave this game 96%, saying it's the best shoot-'em-up ever. Now the storm hits the jungle in Jungle Strike on the SEGA Mega Drive. And next up we have Mega Games 1 for the SEGA Mega Drive. This is a collection of free games on one cartridge, and is also known as Triple Score Free Games in One overseas. This special Mega Drive cartridge brings you complete versions of 3 best-selling SEGA games: Super Hang-On, World Cup Italia 90, and Columns, which is the gameplay you are seeing right now. Super Hang-On is a motorbike racing game which claims there is no better thrill than the roar of your pipes as they beat a steady rhythm in sync with your fast-paced driving. It also features World Cup Italia 90, which was also known as World Championship Soccer overseas. It is a football game because you kick the ball with your foot. And lastly, there is Columns, a puzzle game and a mesmerizing pastime where you align glittering jewels across, down, or diagonally. It's 3 times the action in Mega Games 1 on the SEGA Mega Drive. And next up we have Streets of Rage for the SEGA Mega Drive. This is a beat-'em-up game. I already had this game as part of Mega Games 2, but I always wanted it complete in box. Axel, Adam, and Blaze are ex-cops and the solution to punk pollution. The city's a war zone and they're going out 2 at a time to give the gangs a kick in the guts. This is the ultimate street combat. These city fighters are martial arts maniacs with a battery of 40 individually controllable attacks, including jabs, headbutts, and overhead kicks. They're up against a mob of kung fu creeps and axe-hurling fiends. On the street, it's only 2 of them against hordes of attacking scum. So slam into pipe-wielding weirdos and bash them with their own metal, throw an uppercut or an elbow smash because these goons keep coming. It's great 2-player action in Streets of Rage on the SEGA Mega Drive. Next up we have Dr. Mario for the Game Boy. This is a puzzle game. In this game, the germs are fun to catch. It's Dr. Mario for an intense new challenge. Mario throws multi-shade of vitamin capsules into a bottle that contains an ugly variety of nasty viruses. You can move, shift, or spin the capsules as they fall. Arrange them to align with other capsules on top of a virus, and if you can get 4 or more of the same shade in a row, poof, they disappear. Destroy all the viruses in the bottle and you progress to the next round, where things get even more difficult. The prescription is fun in Dr. Mario on the Game Boy. Next up we have Resident Evil Gaiden for the Game Boy Color. This is a survival horror game. Experience a brand new chapter in Capcom's classic survival horror series, Resident Evil. Now a desperate fight for survival takes place aboard a luxury cruise liner overflowing with a host of deadly zombies. There is no escape. As STARS operative Barry Burton, it's up to you to save Leon Kennedy, rescue a young survivor named Lucia, and disable a deadly bio-organic weapon. With countless traps to avoid, rooms to explore, puzzles to solve, and mysteries to uncover, each lurking horror survived will take you closer to the source of the resident evil. Survival is your only option. It's survival horror for your handheld with Resident Evil Gaiden on the Game Boy Color. Next up we have Breakout for the PlayStation 1. This is an arcade game. Breakout, the demolition classic, comes crashing back. Breakout will wow you with constant surprises, from being chased by a giant ferocious wolf to battling an ancient mummy in the dark depths of a mysterious Egyptian tomb. With over 30 challenging Breakout locations, including a dank dark prison cell, a menacing dragon-owned castle, a deranged animal-infested farm, and the darkest reaches of outer space. The demolition fun just goes on and on, featuring countless challenge modes, secrets, bonuses, and multiplayer mayhem. Just pick up and play for fast and furious arcade action. It's a story of Bat meets Ball in Breakout on the PlayStation 1. And next up we have Shoot for the PlayStation 1. This is a collection of 7 shooting games and is a PAL exclusive. It includes Air Rescue, Ace, IF-22, G-Squad, War Drones, Space Rebellion, and Wild West, which is the gameplay you are seeing right now. Make your way through 7 challenging games in which you destroy and outsmart your opponents. You will need all of your skill and quick responses to avoid enemy laser and missile attacks while you prepare your daring attack. That's Shoot on the PlayStation 1. Next up we have Bust-A-Bloc for the PlayStation 2. This is a Breakout clone. Bust-A-Bloc is a compelling recreation of old-school gameplay given a 21st century boost by some amazing next-gen presentation. Destroy all the blocks in all 3 dimensions across the game's many challenging stages. Use many different power-ups and shake the walls to make the entire stage work for you. And if you're up to a real challenge, try playing with a friend in the great cooperative and match modes. Bust-A-Bloc brings you classic arcade action with a superb modern twist. That's Bust-A-Bloc on the PlayStation 2. And next up we have Capcom Fighting Jam for the PlayStation 2. This is a fighting game, and is also known as Capcom Fighting Evolution overseas. Capcom Fighting Jam smashes together the best brawlers from 5 classic Capcom beat-em-ups. Legends from games including Street Fighter II, Darkstalkers, and Street Fighter Alpha square up in their own unique styles. Which style will prove more devastating, Darkstalker's chain combo system or Street Fighter III's parrying system? Which fighter will triumph? Only you decide. This game boasts the greatest lineup ever, with over 20 fighters from 5 classic Capcom games going head to head. The champion will face new challenger Ingrid and 2 mysterious bosses. So get ready for the ultimate fight in Capcom Fighting Jam on the PlayStation 2. And next up we have Kuri Mix on the PlayStation 2. This is an action-adventure game, and is also known as the Adventures of Cookie and Cream overseas. In this game, love is optional, but cooperation is essential. Whether playing in single-player or multiplayer mode, success for our 2 balmy bunnies depends on harmonization and mutual coordination. But it's not all smiles and teamwork, as each world contains multiplayer options where up to 4 people can compete in a race to rob each other of their hard-gained loot. The game features single and multiplayer modes, and 9 massive worlds with over 35 different levels, and 8 different characters to unlock and play. The game is best played with a friend, working together to solve puzzles, avoid traps, and complete the levels. It's a thumping platform puzzler that will put a twitch in your tail and a spring in your hop. That's Kuri Mix on the PlayStation 2. And next up we have Sonic Riders on the PlayStation 2. This is a racing game. Sonic takes on Dr. Eggman's challenge for the fastest air rider at the World Grand Prix. Compete against new rivals, the Babylon Rogues, as you pull off insane tricks and catch massive air. The bigger the trick, the greater the power. The game also features a multiplayer mode where up to 4 players can battle it out in some seriously fierce racing rivalry beat-em-up action. Try to keep up in Sonic Riders on the PlayStation 2. And next up we have War of Monsters on the PlayStation 2. This is a fighting game. 100-foot-tall monsters have stormed the world, causing panic and despair. Engaged in a savage battle, these raging behemoths won't let anything stand in their way. Which one will win this War of the Monsters? You can choose from 10 destructive mutant monsters and armored robots and grapple with up to 3 CPU-controlled brutes, or use the innovative merging split-screen mode to challenge a friend. The game features multiple attack techniques, combos and special moves for strategic combat and close-quarter punch-ups as you rampage through 13 fully destructible environments where you can run, climb, jump, wrestle and scour the battlefield for cars, steel girders and rubble to pummel your opponents. There are also bonus monsters, levels and mini-games to unlock. That's War of the Monsters on the PlayStation 2. Next up we have Tenchu, Time of Assassins on the PSP. This is an action-adventure stealth game. Tenchu Time of Assassins sees the return of Rikimaru, Ayumi, Rin and Tesu in their most impressive ninja adventure to date. The game features new storylines in scenario mode and allows you to create and share your own missions. You can seek adventure as you play through the story mode or try your hand at any of 50 standalone missions as well. The assassins are back in Tenchu Time of Assassins on the PSP. And next up we have the Silent Hill Experience on the PSP. This is an interactive UMD video. The Silent Hill Experience takes viewers on a visually stunning and musical ride into the shadowy depths of Silent Hill, combining different forms of media, including digital comics, music, and video. The Silent Hill Experience provides fans with a unique look into the most terrifying game franchise of all time. Welcome to Silent Hill in the Silent Hill Experience on the PSP. Next up we have Ratchet and Clank, A Crack in Time on the PlayStation 3. This is a platformer. Ratchet's in a whole heap of trouble. His best friend Clank is missing and his arch nemesis, Dr. Nefarious, is plotting evil at the center of the universe. Could things get any worse? Well, yes they could. Saved deep inside Clank's metallic memory lies a secret about the ultimate power of time. A secret that could split our heroes apart forever. Has time run out for Ratchet and Clank in Ratchet and Clank, A Crack in Time for the PlayStation 3. Next up we have Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the Xbox One. This is an action shooter game. Embark on an all-new Star Wars Battlefront experience from the best-selling Star Wars HD game franchise of all time. This game features a new story mode introducing a new hero and a new story untold, and boasts the ultimate Star Wars battleground from face-to-face fighting to galactic-scale space combat. With amazing graphics and gameplay, this game also features a ton of multiplayer options, including split-screen cooperative play. Heroes are born on the battlefront in Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the Xbox One. And finally we have the Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered Twin Pack on the Nintendo Switch. This is a collection of role-playing games. It contains Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, which is the gameplay you are seeing right now. Final Fantasy VII is a timeless classic loved by a legion of fans. Experience the return of this epic adventure beyond imagination, culminating in an epic final battle to decide the fate of a planet. It also contains Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. The mega hit RPG returns, and the Nintendo Switch version features new graphical enhancements and a whole host of options to customize your gameplay experience. In a world engulfed in war, Scroe, a member of an elite mercenary force, leads his group in a fight against the sorceress Idea to prevent her from fulfilling her nefarious goal. That's Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered Twin Pack on the Nintendo Switch. And that's it. Those are all of my video game pickups for April 2020. If you liked the video, please leave a like or a comment to let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. And if you'd like to, you can also support me through Patreon or YouTube channel membership. Thank you for watching. I've been MVL, and I will catch you next time.